Brian Kenny of ESPN was down there, and he is going to offer us a report right now. Brian, thanks for joining us. Your thoughts on the fight? Did it go as you had expected? Anything surprise you through the 12 rounds?
Well, I've never seen Floyd Mayweather as hurt as I saw him in that second round. So I never expected to see him hurt. I've never seen Floyd Mayweather. I've seen him grazed here and there. One time he put his glove on the ground, and that counted as a knockdown in a fight years ago. But I've never seen him hurt. He got hit with 3 sharp right hands from Shane Mosley. What's so strange is it never happened again. I thought it would be 8 rounds to 4. Maybe that was a pick out of respect for Shane Mosley. Turns out it's 11 rounds to 1. So a masterful performance by Floyd Mayweather, who rarely has to deal with that type of adversity. And you can ask John, I've never seen Floyd Mayweather lunging with a right hand and staggering and having to clinch to try to save himself to get out of a round. So this was an exciting few moments of a fight at any rate. And I would say one other thing, from being there ringside, it is a tribute to Floyd Mayweather's marketing acumen that when Mosley had him hurt, the place erupted, just showing you that a lot of people do appreciate the artistry of Floyd Mayweather, but most people are there to see if anybody can shut Floyd Mayweather up. And so far, no one has been able to do that.
Brian, we'd like to get back to the fight, but let's talk about the ambiance, as we could put it there at the MGM Grand Arena. Not many people were excited about this fight when it replaced the Pacquiao fight, but it did snowball. How exciting was it to be there? Certainly with the LA crowd arriving there for Shane Mosley. What kind of atmosphere was it?
Oh, it's a huge, big fight atmosphere. And I would say, too, though, when this fight was made, the disappointment had slightly ebbed, at least within the boxing world, from Pacquiao-Mayweather not happening, because Pacquiao had already gone on to fight Josh Clottey. And then once this was freed up, once Shane Mosley couldn't fight Andre Berto because of the tragedy in Haiti, and he had lost some family members, Shane Mosley was open to fight, and Floyd Mayweather, his best business deal was to be made with Shane Mosley. Once that happened, I think people recognized that, okay, these are 2 big brand names who have been around for a long time, and Shane Mosley is basically, or was, excuse me, the welterweight champion of the world. It was number 1 versus number 3 by Ring Magazine standards when it was Antonio Margarito versus Shane Mosley. So Floyd Mayweather just fought the welterweight champion of the world, even though he was 38 years old, and beat him 11 rounds to 1. He got hurt, but he had to overcome that. But it's really just another tremendous performance and another big event. The celebrity factor here was out of this world, as far as, movie stars and boxing stars, basketball stars, baseball stars. So every fight now that Floyd Mayweather has is a monstrous event. It is for Manny Pacquiao as well, and those guys now really represent the winner's bracket in the sport.
And we'll be waiting for the pay-per-view numbers. We're expecting a huge number for this one. You mentioned the fight that everyone wants to see, and obviously Floyd Mayweather Jr. is going to be hearing the questions, how soon do those 2 get in the ring? What is your feeling on that?
Well, I think they could still get stuck. You have no idea how each camp is going to react to the other. Floyd Mayweather just said after the fight to the entire audience here at the MGM Grand that if Manny Pacquiao doesn't acquiesce to full blood testing, there will be no fight. Now, will Manny Pacquiao be able to save face by coming back to the table and saying, you know what, if that's what it really takes, good, I'll do it? I think he could still do that. But will he? I don't know. He can still make an awful lot of money fighting other people. He's running for office in the Philippines. So we all have no idea. I didn't know how they would first be when they sat down to the table together, but they quickly got through, because there's so much money on the table, they quickly got through all the negotiations until they got to blood testing. Now, Floyd, having had Shane Mosley go through full WADA protocol, now kind of has the moral high ground to say, Shane Mosley did it, I'm doing it, why can't you do it? Yeah, imagine that. He's got the moral high ground, and I think he's going to stay there.
Hey, good for him. Certainly, it's a new game, and you have to play by the rules. Shane Mosley, a tremendous champion, a guy who will be a Hall of Famer. Where does he go from here? Does he continue to stay in the fight game?
Well, he absolutely could. The thing is, I promised myself I would not get out here after the fight and say, well, Shane looked old and he beat an old Shane Mosley. Shane Mosley might beat just about everybody in the world except for the guy that he fought tonight. So certainly at the age of 38, the smart thing to do is to taper off and not fight and not become an opponent. That doesn't have to be the case right now for Shane Mosley. He can go on and still fight top welterweights. He is a name opponent. He can still get big money. He could still win titles in any weight class that Floyd Mayweather isn't in.
And certainly Shane Mosley has proved us wrong so many times in the past. Brian, great work. Thanks for joining us here on ESPN News.
All right, my pleasure.